Hello, my name is Kenneth D. Hood, and welcome back to another episode of CFC. As you can see, I am here in the Pirate Isles. I've got my pirate skin on, and we are going to be doing a build here. And if you remember this, this is my pirate house, made to look like two ships had been smashed together, or a ship was folded in half to make this a wonderful house. And I'm just going to go inside because we're going to, this is my build. Of course, I have my hot tub. Anyway, we have built a little secret. There's a button here. I built a little secret. And yeah, it drops me down into this mine shaft tunnel that I have created. And I'm going to grab a minecart. Throw that on there. Hop in, and I'm just going to nudge it forward here until it hits then we turn the power on. So yeah, I spent some time building this, and this is going to bring me over to where our cave is, and that's where we're going to be doing our build. Because we are going to do a build that is over in that cave. And yes, this now goes all the way over, and I like the way it turned out. It actually is kind of neat. I mean, yes, I could have just flown over there with my elytra, but this is so much more fun. So all my materials are already over there, and I'm going to go right here. And here we are. And I'm just going to hop out, and I'm going to break that real quick. And right here. And we're going to come up. And these are my shulkers of materials I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and grab those real quick. And I'll move those out there where I'm going to need them. And this is, of course, the cave that I built, that we dug out. And you can still see the wireframe here. And this is just the little entrance to get me back to my base. Oh, hello. So... and of course I have my shulkers. And let's go ahead and I'll show you some of the materials I've got in here. So this is all the material in these three shulkers. There's some wool and all these materials. This is all that I'm going to need for this build, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. That's all the wool: white wool, brown wool, black wool, some yellow wool, some orange wool. In this one I have a dispenser, bed, a bunch of little stuff, 2 cauldrons, 2 flower pots. This is a bunch of little stuff that I'm going to need for the build. And in this one, you can see I've got some fences, and it's all acacia and with some mangrove. I really don't know which one is worse to do, either mangrove or acacia, but yeah. But that is the materials I'm going to use for this build, and I've got my wireframe all set. If I jump down in here, you can see I've moved my wireframe up just enough for that to start to say, hey, no, that's still supposed to be there, because it's all like there. And if I page up, and there's the first block that I'm supposed to place. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to build something out to get onto that block, but that's where I'm gonna be starting, and we are ready to go. I really, oh well. Yeah, he keeps killing all the fish, so let's get rid of that. Oh, I don't need that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab my materials, and I'm going to start building this, and I will see you when I am done. And we are done. Welcome back. Oh, I almost fell off. That would have been bad. Anyway, I am finished, and as you have already guessed, if you watched the time lapse, I have built an airship. Kind of goes along with the steampunk arm that I've got going on. Even though I'm in my pirate skin, it's still got that going on. So, yeah. Let me get a different angle on it here. Fly up here. You can... Oop. Ah! Hello. Is it your first day with an elytra? Yes, it is. Here we go. Let's go over here. So as you can see, I have the same exact symbol that's on my banners that are outside my pirate house. It's also on the side of this, and I actually have 2 more of those banners down here on the ship. But I am very happy with the way this turned out. I did have to excavate some more of the cave up there. I think I'll probably take this wall out too eventually in order to get it to fit. I didn't quite measure it correctly. I didn't realize that I was going to do that. But anyway, like I said, I really like the way this turned out. So yeah, this is my secret airship dock. And there are a few little things that I'm missing here. I didn't put the cannons in. I still have to do that. Actually, I probably could do that real quick. Are they in here? They're in here. Yes, I did die. You did see that. Alright. We are going to do... There. Okay, and it's basically I do this, and this, and then these guys go like that, and that. And I don't care about that dirt. But we're gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna have to put little dirt blocks in, just start them off, so that they have something to attach to. So I can get them to point out, and they look like little cannons when they're done. I like it. They look like guns on the side of the ship. I like it a lot. Okay, I can actually show you that over here. Okay, they kind of look like little guns shooting out the side. So yeah, I am very happy with the way this turned out. I do eventually have to build like some sort of gangplank to get on to it, but I think this is really cool. So when we come up our little thing, and there's our ship, and it even's got a little fin here underneath the water attached to the rudder to help it steer when it's up in the sky. And I am liking this a lot. I like the way it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed this time lapse. It actually took a lot longer to build than I thought it would. Yeah, it's actually got a big fan back there I was really happy with. It's hard to see that from here though. So, but I really wanted to be facing that way, coming out with the big ballista on the front, which I like the way that turned out. They look like little pulleys. Whoa! Hello. Hello. I have some company apparently. You are not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be a secret lair. Let's get rid of those guys real quick. Okay. I'm not sure where those other 2 went. They're down here somewhere. There you are. You're trapped. Who's the better shot? Okay. Anyway. I do like the way this turned out. The ballista on the front, and that actually is a dispenser. I could actually throw things in there, like fire charges if I wanted to. But I don't think I will at this point, because it is in dock. Eventually, I will be building another one of these off elsewhere, so it looks like I've traveled, but that's another project. Like I said, it took a long time to build this bad boy. I am not looking forward to building another one. So, But yeah, I like the way it turned out. And like I said, mangrove is not my favorite to harvest, to collect, and neither is acacia because of the way those trees grow. Yeah. But no, I really like the way it turned out. So anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode and this build. Elytra swimming, yes. I really enjoyed the way this build came out. Ooh, hello, almost fell down the hole. Again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this build as much as I enjoyed it. Wow, I cannot get a good position. Ah, that's a good one. Okay. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, bye!